Campbell Newman campaigned today on the Gold Coast, the scene of several LNP controversies. He's promised another $80 million to help boaties and anglers. The LNP leader also said he'd been let down by a former fundraiser who's been caught up in conflict of interest claims.
It was a nice day for an election campaign. Campbell Newman has promised $50 million for boat ramps and fishing pontoons throughout the state, and $30 million to dredge Gold Coast waterways, including the Broadwater. Mr Newman says it's time to get on with it.
There are plenty of studies that have been done. This has been studied to death.
He'd already announced $40 million to dredge Trinity Inlet in Cairns. It's been a relief for Mr Newman to visit the Gold Coast without too many reminders of the candidate hassles in this part of the state. Two previous LNP hopefuls in Broadwater were dumped, and the candidate for nearby Albert has had to defend his involvement in a website that was overrun with pornography. He wasn't by Mr Newman's side on this occasion.
Well, he's busy out campaigning. This isn't the Albert electorate.
Someone who used to be by Mr Newman's side at Brisbane City Council has given him another headache. The Australian is reporting new allegations against the man who raised money for Mr Newman's Lord Mayoral campaign. The paper says Greg Bowden was involved in land development while still employed by the council. Mr Newman says it was a clear conflict of interest.
I'm concerned about it. I feel let down about it.
Another day, another dodgy allegation about Mr Newman.
Mr Newman has referred the matter to the council's chief executive officer.
When you find out that someone has appeared to have done the wrong thing, you've got to deal with it, and that's what I've done, even though I left the Mayoralty a year ago.
He says he had no idea it was happening. Chris O'Brien, ABC News.